Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of the Gadget Lab. I am Roberto Baldwin.
I'm Christina Bonington.
And today, Christina brought in her brand new iPhone 5.
We just got it, bought it ourselves. It's not a review unit or anything. Set it up, restored from iTunes backup, and now we're ready to test it out.
First off, obviously the iPhone 5 is taller than my much shorter iPhone 4S.
276 more pixels on the display, and the display is also just a little bit brighter, I think, and has a little bit more color saturation than on the iPhone 4S. And of course, it's noticeably thinner and lighter.
Mine feels fat. Mine needs to go to fat camp now.
Definitely needs to go on a diet.
After you're holding that thing.
Yeah, and both of the cameras are a lot improved, especially the front-facing camera. Those pictures are actually usable now, whereas before you didn't really want to use it.
It was mostly for FaceTime, that camera.
Another new feature of the iPhone 5 is the redesigned dock connector on the bottom, which is 8 pins instead of 30 pins. And we have the dock connector right here. As you can see, it's about the same size as my pinky nail, which is pretty small. It's small. It can go in either way. It's reversible, unlike the last one, which, you know, if you're fumbling around in the dark trying to plug that thing in, people like broke some of the pins off, or you stick it in the wrong way.
Well, it's like the USB cable. When you plug in USB, you always put in the USB cable upside down when you plug it into your computer. It was the same thing with the iPod dock connector. Now it's never upside down.
Right.
Unless it's sideways, then you probably have been drinking too much at that point.
Yeah. That's not a good thing. Yeah, and then it runs the new iOS 6, which came out on Wednesday, and that includes the kind of iffy Maps application that Apple redesigned from the ground up instead of using Google Maps, which it's used for the past 5 iterations of iOS.
I have a theory about Maps, by the way.
What's your theory?
I came up with it last night. If you've ever watched the TV show Fringe, there's an alternate universe where it looks like our universe, but everything's slightly different. That's the information they're using for the Maps app. That's why there's just random airports and locations, and Hoover Dam has a road that dips into the river.
Right.
Which is pretty awesome if you're going to jump. You can jump out the other side.
Yeah, lots of crazy cities ending up in rivers and oceans and giving you wrong directions. It's kind of a problem when we rely on our maps on our smartphones so much. But with iOS 6, Siri's gotten a lot better. You can ask her questions about sports and movies, and I actually found that really interesting. And I also, the greater Yelp integration with OpenTable, I'm going to be using that all the time, making reservations at restaurants.
I like stands and trucks. I don't reservations. No. That sounds too fancy. So now, why did you buy the iPhone 5? I can tell you why I didn't, but why did you buy it?
So I'm actually upgrading from an iPhone 4. So it was time. I was on AT&T, my upgrade plan. I decided to stick with AT&T, give them a shot, because so many people are moving to Verizon. I thought, well, what if tons of people are moving to Verizon and then their network gets bogged down, and then maybe AT&T's is pretty good. And then also coverage here in San Francisco with AT&T has gotten a lot better lately, so I figured I'd give them another shot. Yeah, so basically it was time for me to upgrade. I skipped out on the iPhone 4S, so it was time.
I have the 4S, perfectly good phone. Don't need to spend any more money.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really why I'm not upgrading. I'm sure there'll be an iPhone 5S that'll have a camera that shoots lasers and has an LOL cat generator on her, so. Yeah. Christina will have a review of the iPhone 5 and a review of iOS 6 that's actually already on the Gadget Lab. So check it out, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.